What's going on, people? So I haven't done an action figure pickup video that was like an actual real video in seemingly forever. Been a lot of lives and whatnot, which isn't really my preferred way to do it, but it's quick, you know. So I guess that's the upside to it. But today I decided we're gonna bring it back, right? Not saying I'll always do these or whatever, but time permitting, why not, right? So we're gonna start this thing off, and this is mostly February and March, right? There might be some January stuff in here too, because like I said, it's been a while. So maybe there's some January stuff in here too. I don't know. So we'll start with some random things. Mattel Creations, they make Uno cards, right? And they make various decks. So I'm a fan of the Masters of the Universe. Dad is a fan of like the Cowboys. You might remember because I brought him that Cowboys World Title thing, which is very cool. But man, those things are not cheap. But they look so cool, and he was like really into it. Also, there was this, right? As far as like random other stuff goes, could have held this off to the rest of the Ninja Turtles, but from IDW, Ninja Turtles versus Street Fighter. So this is the the hardcover edition, right? Sometimes it's like a paperback that brings in all 5 issues all into one. So I'll be checking that out later. I've already read issues 1 through 3 or 2, but the distribution on their website was just IDW. I don't know what's going on over there. Like when they're doing all right, they're doing pretty well, right? But a lot of the time it's just odd. And then this right here, the art of Ninja Turtles or whatever, which I assume is, yeah, it's kind of like an art book, right? So just various things from that movie if you saw it, which like looked pretty cool. So obviously, like, this is new to me. I haven't even opened this book until right now. So there's that, right? But pretty cool. And then keeping with like some of that stuff, right? It's got some random other things. King sized Homer, it's a Super 7 Ultimate, right? So I did a review of some other Ultimates, Pinky and the Brain, Poochie, and some Ninja Turtles, right? So I do like what they're doing here. Not everybody's into like the pricing or whatever, and I get that because some of the stuff can be seemingly expensive. But from what I've seen, a lot of it is nice. It's just like the Pinky and the Brain had all these like extra accessories and stuff. King size Homer is just, I just really liked that episode. So I was like, however much money you need, Super 7, just let me know so I can have that. And that's how that worked. Moving along, got some comic related things. So Mayfex, they make figures that are a little pricier. If you order them straight from Japan, you can probably pay like maybe 60 to 70 or something per figure. Get it from like BigBadToyStore, and you're probably looking at closer to like 100 to 115, something like that. But I saw these, and a coworker kind of like pulled me in on them. I thought I was done when I got like the Azrael Batman thing, you know. Thought that would be it. Then I got like the Hush Batman, and the other Hush Batman, and then Spider. I don't know what happened. I have no idea. Magneto from the X-Men 97 series. I don't know who else is out there watching that, but I think it's been pretty alright so far. Most recent episode, the little 2-parter. It's kind of weird, you know, the Jubilee thing, and then the Forge and Storm thing. Not bad, but just like, okay, see, you're switching it up. But this right here, I originally didn't really care for getting this figure, but then after seeing the episode with him in it, I was like, actually, you know what, I do kind of want that. Kind of wish I had bought that Goblin figure initially too, because she's hard to find right now, but mass production usually leads to a whole lot of them being everywhere soon, but they haven't even really hit stores yet. So once that happens, it shouldn't be a big deal. Found this here on Amazon, Multiple Man. I did need another one of these because, you know, it's Multiple Man. You got to have at least 3 of them to really complete the look, you know? And that's number 3. From Iron Studios. I'm not going to open this up right now. That's not even the right side of the box. Right there is the right side of the box. That's going to be Cyclops. It's like a deluxe one or whatever. At least that's what the website said, and that's what the pricing said. So I assume this is going to be better than the normal ones, right? It even says deluxe up there. The Ninja Turtles were also deluxes. So if you saw that video and you saw the Forge and Havoc type video, maybe there you can get an idea for how good this one should look. So I have some high hopes, right? Iron Studios has not disappointed, not once since I've been buying from them, so I don't see them starting with that. Moving on to some wrestling figures, Ultimate Editions for sure. This is going to be Asuka, right? I was actually just talking about her in a movie review type of thing I was doing about whatever that movie was, Monkey Man. So I saw this, and it looked really, really cool. So there's that for you. It's got the fancy face paint, right? I do have another Asuka figure somewhere that has like the paint she'd had previously, but this was one of those ones that I'm pretty sure I ordered when it went up for pre-order. I think so. Or actually, no, I was going to, but then other stuff I wanted around that same time was also on pre-order. I'm like, I'll just wait, because otherwise they don't ship. Ringside Collectibles doesn't ship until all of your order is ready. And I was like, I'll wait so I can get it all at once. So, Bianca Belair, I did show one of these off before, possibly. Or maybe I didn't, I don't know. But I bought this one for my mom, and I had bought this one for my dad. But, you know, I mean, I wanted them too, because like they look really good. So, there we go. And later on, I'll probably do some kind of like look at of Ultimates versus Elites versus Basics. Because I think I'll have to see what I have. Actually, Bianca Belair is the only thing I have where I have an Elite, a Basic, and an Ultimate. So probably use her just to do a little comparison. Over here we have Brock Lesnar. This is from the Ruthless Aggression. It was a Walmart exclusive because that's who did the Ruthless Aggressions. This pre-order went up about a year ago. And I found them in stores several months ago, and they just now sent me the one that I had pre-ordered like 3 weeks ago, maybe 2 to 3 weeks ago. Same goes for these two Rob Van Dams. They're both also from the Ruthless Aggression thing, but something had seemed wrong about the order, so I put it in again because I really wanted to make sure I got Van Dam. And yeah, I actually have one loose now because I went through and finally opened up all my other Ultimates for the most part, anyways. Got them standing on that table thing over there. So now I have 3 of this, possibly 4. I honestly don't know. So I don't know. I'll deal with that at some point, some way or another. And this right here, let's see. Actually, I don't know where the knife is. There we go. So this right here, get this thing opened up, is going to be an Ultimate Edition of the Heart Foundation. So actually, I may not even need the knife piece. I don't remember how these boxes open. Probably it's from the side, but maybe it's not. There it is. So yeah, because like they have that whole thing in there where like you open it in just like the 2 layers, whatever, like the top figure, the bottom figure. So let's go ahead and see what these things are looking like, because I've never seen them for myself. They do have a black edition, which is like the chase one, but you don't know that. You just have to buy them and hope that you get that one. So like I was saying, you have both figures on the inside there. So that's what this is looking like when you get them out and all that stuff, right? So it looks pretty cool. I mean, I don't think it's my favorite Bret Hart that I have, because I have 2 other Ultimates over there. But I'll figure that out later. But it is cool to have a little matching set, right? You know, a little tag team action. It's like Godzilla and Kong, you know? I don't know which one will be which, but I'm just saying that's the last tag team type of thing I saw. Actually, you know, WrestleMania starts tonight, so there's probably going to be some kind of tag team thing on there. Moving along. Actually, yeah, we'll just go with this right now since it's on top. Still with the wrestling figures, he was once with the WWE or F. I'm not sure how long ago that was. This is Sabu. This is not a new figure. I've had it for a while. It's New York Comic Con exclusive from last year. But I bought it from their website. I didn't go to the actual thing. The only reason I'm bringing this out is because now it's signed. I met the guy a week or 2 ago. Got this fancy little signature on there. Talked to him for a few minutes about random stuff. He's actually a really nice guy, Sabu. I mean, I don't think anyone has ever really talked down on him, but I'm just saying, like, if you've only seen the matches of him, you may not know what to expect. But yeah, he's a pretty down-to-earth guy. Moving along, we have this here. This is EO Sky. I didn't really care a whole lot to go out of my way for this figure, but when I saw it in stores, I was like, okay, now we're going to get it. But I do need to find whoever has the other tag title, so that way I can have that little set going on. They had made an Alexa Bliss and a Nia Jax with those, but I'm assuming there's a Dakota Kai that has it, maybe? That's what would make sense. From the Legend series, ordered this from Target because why not? It was on sale there, right? In store, the sales are a little hit and miss as far as matching up to the website. So I just ordered it online. It was delivered almost like the next day because a lot of this stuff they just ship from wherever's closest to you. And since they did have it in stock nearby, why not ship it straight from there? This is going to be Iron Sheik, right? As it says on there, there's also an Andre the Giant and a Hulk Hogan. I did not buy either of those because I didn't really care for the giant figure, and I didn't care for the Hulk figure. Now we got two Lex Lugers. So this one I bought from eBay. It's not in the best of condition, but it's going to be opened because the one I had I took to a signing and got it signed, right? Which was the same day I met the Sabu and all that stuff, right? So that makes this one unopenable, and this one, given like the way the box is kind of just crappy, makes it super openable. So that's pretty cool. So, and I had met him last year at GalaxyCon, but I didn't have any figures on me, or actually I didn't know he was even going to be there, so I didn't bring anything to get signed. And now, last but not least, from the wrestling side of things, for this side of things anyway, you got this NWO Hulkamania, Hulk Steel Rules set, whatever you want to call this thing. It's a whole lot of Hulkster happening. But it seemed like something worth having. And just a little bit of information or whatever. If you're like the action figure buying type or whatever, and you're looking at buying certain things from Target, if you go to their website, type in whatever you're looking for, if they don't have it near you in stock or whatever, they'll often tell you where it is. So like you can put in another zip code, or like maybe expand your radius mile-wise, kilometer-wise, whatever, and find it at another one. So I picked that up while I was on my way out of town, little stop in Williamsburg, and there we go. So anyways, moving along, got some DC things. This is the Hush Batman. I do have the Hush figure somewhere. I also have the Hush 2-pack, which is actually right there. I'm not sure where the actual Hush one is. So why did I double up on that set? I don't really know, but I did. And so now I probably got the Hush one first, the 2-pack first, and then these came out later, and I was like, oh well, that seems better, but maybe it's not better. I'll figure it out later. Who knows? The mind is a weird thing. This is Steel, right? I don't really know anything about Steel. I only remember this existing because of Shaq, right? Remember that movie? I didn't see it, but maybe somebody out there saw it. So there's this. I put in for a raffle on the McFarlane Toys Run Fair thing, and that's why it's a Platinum Edition. So I don't know what makes it any better than the Standard Edition. When I got my Riddler Platinum Edition, it wasn't exactly better than the Standard Edition, but it's nice to have it because it's like, oh wow, look, it's limited, right? So there's that. This was also limited, and I won this raffle thinking I shouldn't even put in on this raffle because this looks kind of dumb. But whatever. Here, I wonder if this glows in the dark or whatever. It looks like it could, but sometimes you gotta leave these things out in the sunlight for a while to really know if like they're going to glow. Because I can't quite tell right now, so I'll figure that out later. But it's Superman and Crypto, right? Platinum Edition. Same thing as I said before. Won a little raffle, and so now I have this. So if you see those McFarlane raffles and you're wondering, do people actually win these? Yeah, they do. I've won 3 of them now. Moving along, still wrestling stuff though. This right here is going to be Sting. It is one of 3,000. It's from the ShopAEW exclusive line that they do from time to time. So that means that since this is also one of 3,000, there are 2,998 of these still out there in the wild. I saw a handful of them when I was at Revolution. They had some signed ones. I think they're like 100, maybe 150 or something like that. Wasn't a bad price, whatever it was, but I was like, I'm not that big of a Sting guy to pay the extra. But since these were just 50, I think it was just 50 right off the top, straight from AEW, I was like, yeah, we'll just do that. Also from AEW, we have Unmatched Series 8. Unmatched Series 8. So there, leading off, we have Pinto Oscuro. I'm not sure what's up with the name changes, but there are some name changes. It's not always Penta Zero or Penta Miedo something or other. I don't know. I guess he's just kind of like going through some changes. You know, it's like Mick Foley when it's like Cactus Jack and then Dude Love. Maybe it's a similar thing. I don't know. Never really asked. And this right here, we have Malachi Black, right? So here he is in just his suit. I've had a lot of suit figures, and this is probably the best looking one. I just say it just because like the other ones looked a little cheesy to me. And like the Cody one comes to mind for sure. Wherever that is. Somewhere over there with a pile of other figures. They're loose, but they're not all standing up, so whatever. And this right here, we have Buddy Matthews. Also, there was a in Jazzware's Vault thing with a Malachi Black, so I should have that one coming soon. This right here, like I'm saying, got Buddy Matthews. He's got the antlers and whatever else, so very cool figure, you know. And they had also done a Malachi Black, like that was the Supreme Edition, and that's probably the one to get. And then we have this right here, got a little CM Punk, right? So that's from his older Ring of Honor days. I believe that's what they were going for. So I actually just saw this set at Walmart yesterday, and they had all of them for the most part. The only one they were missing would be Brody Lee. They didn't have this figure there. And I thought that was kind of weird, you know. But then what I did notice was that they had this figure, which is the rare Brody Lee. And I almost looked over it because I was just like looking for something like, see if, oh, do any of these have the big red sticker? Nowadays it's like a gold sticker. I think they might still do the red on in some cases, possibly, or maybe that's an unrivaled thing. I don't know. No, because this was unrivaled. But either way, look for the gold stickers, but also on the side, you don't even really need to look too hard because the text color, the font color is different. So there you go. There's the rare one. There's the not rare one. That's what they're looking like side by side. Hopefully that picture is showing up for you so you can kind of see it. And then on the back of the box is also going to be a little bit different. So this being the rare one right here. So there you go. If you want to take a gander at that, there you go. Hopefully I held it up long enough to do that. Moving along, got some Ninja Turtles stuff going on over here, right? One thing I will say, if you look at the side of these boxes, if you get all the boxes and you put them in the right order, it does make a big picture. So there's that. And you can kind of tell, you got like, you can see like an arm and a leg popping through from like the sides of these different designs. So these came straight from NECA, right? They are at Targets, or it should be. I think Haulathon is when they're going to start showing up, but some people have been finding certain things in stores early, so this might be one of them. This one is the Raphael, well, yeah, the Raphael where he's like all shot up and stuff, right? So that's that. If you haven't read the last Ronin thing, this might be a bit of a spoiler or whatever, but I mean, the book is like 85 years old at this point, so if you haven't read it and you're trying to avoid spoilers, you are doing a bad job. Like, you just need to change your approach and just read the book. It's really good. And then we have the last Ronin Splinter over here, right? You know, so there's that for you. Like I said, these, you'll probably see them just popping up in Targets first and probably Walmart soon after. That's how that seems to go a lot of the time. And then this is the Leonardo. So they are going to make like the other two figures, I believe. I just don't know what they're going to look like as far as Michelangelo and Donatello. But there you go. There's that. So all in all, pretty cool. I'm going to probably just stick with like the main turtles. You know, I mean, I got the Splinter. I don't think I'll get April or Casey Jones, but Casey Jones is up on Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth and probably NECA too. We're going to finish this thing off. Actually, not just yet. Overlooked something. Last Ninja Turtles thing. This is going to be the Usagi Yojimbo 4-pack set, right? And this right here, I have some of this. I think I have this one over here. And I feel like I have Space Usagi as well. I'm not 100% sure though. But either way, straight from NECA, same as those last Ronin figures. This is all one big order. So I did get this from there because I thought it'd be cool to have this little 4-pack set. Year of the Rabbit 2023. So there's that. So they're a little late with putting this out, but whatever. They did have other stuff on the Stan Sakai page forever ago. And I think those were all sold individually. I feel like they were all sold individually. And I know that Samurai one that's in stores right now in some places because a friend of mine just saw it. But either way, if you don't want the 4-pack, you can get the individuals. That's kind of where I'm going with that. We're going to finish off with the Mondo things because the Mondo things are really cool and I'm looking forward to opening these up at some point. But got this right here. This is the Beast Man and it is large. It's super heavy too. Opening that up, I don't know what that's really looking like in there because obviously I haven't opened these either. So you can't really see a whole lot into it. But man, this thing is massive. God, this is a whole lot of figure. I mean, I don't know if it really showed in when I was just holding it up. I might have to put some pictures in this or something. But there you go. If that's showing anything, I don't know. But if it isn't, it'll likely be covered with some kind of picture of some sort. On that same note, I do plan on doing actual videos about some of this stuff, maybe not all. But if there's anything that you want to see like in depth or whatever, as far as like an actual review, let me know and I'll see what I can do about it. This is the Disco Skeletor, right? So there's a side of it, the front side of it, back side of it, kind of the same sort of thing as far as really shiny and whatnot. So I wonder if that Dazzler comes in a box like this. There's a big $800 Dazzler statue on Sideshow that I kind of want. So there you go. I had this original figure back in the the Moto 2000 series line, right? The one that had that show on the Cartoon Network. These are all 1/6 scale things, so it's obviously going to be a lot bigger. But it looks a lot the same, just in more detail, so pretty cool. I do like it. And like I was saying, if you want to see more of this stuff up close, let me know. I do have some space cleared on, well, on that shelf over there for a lot of the Mondo things. So I'm planning on getting them out there. I just haven't taken the time. So those other ones were Velcro. This one is going to be magnet, right? See that? So let's go ahead and open that up, right? So there's Gambit. Going to be like the animated style from the X-Men animated series, right? So it looks pretty alright. Probably. Yeah, it looks like I expected it to. They did a Gambit a while ago, and it has since sold out, you know, because these are all timed, well, not timed things, but they're all limited to some degree, right? The timed editions, when they have those, which is going to be like the like the last one that I have over here, that one, it's up for like a week, and however many people order it is however many they make. Stuff like this is just like a standard one, where it's just like, all right, we have however many of these left to sell, which is often just like the timed version but without the extras, and then whatever number that is whatever number that is. So the different ones are different amounts, right? Though, well, Trapjaw was in a previous one, but I think he was just a set 1000, right? No previous sales, just like a classic colored variation. Either way, so this right here, you got Batman from Batman the Animated Series. I figured if I'm gonna get this, oh, that's pretty cool. It's got a lot of faces in here. So yeah, this is really nice actually. I kind of wonder what the more deluxe edition would have been like. But either way, so you got that going on, pretty nice in my opinion. So I was saying something before that I kind of forgot where I was going with it because I forgot what I was saying. But it doesn't really matter because I need to move on to this. This is the last thing. So like I was saying, with the timed ones, they put it up for a week. It usually has a bunch of extra stuff and whatnot, and they will tell you what this one has that the other one won't. The standard version of this is still available on Mondo's shop and probably BigBadToyStore as well. I can't say for sure, but I know I've seen it out there somewhere. So there you go. I'm not trying to open that solely for dramatic effect. It was just kind of, I didn't want to knock over anything, so I was just making sure I didn't. This right here, there we go. Oh, I almost did. What do you know? Batman, the Animated Series, Mask of the Phantasm, right? So I saw this going up for sale. Wow, that is... Oh, that's why this is so big. Because it comes with like the girl and like the normal figure. So if you want to switch it around. But I didn't know anything about this particular set or this figure until I watched the movie. So I watched the movie while they had the week up for like the pre-orders and stuff. And I was like, oh, this is actually pretty good. So then I bought this and figured I might as well get the Batman as well. So there we go. There's the figures that I've picked up in the last 2 months, possibly 3 months. Minus this one. This I picked up yesterday. It just made sense to bring it up today because of whatever. From me to you, have a nice rest of your day or rest of your night, whatever it is, wherever you are. Got one more last thing to do, and then I'm mostly done for the day. So there's that. Later, people.